Hey guys, welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. And so apparently you guys like it when I talk about like updates and things like that. So I'm not sure why, because I feel like it's boring videos, but CompTwist did actually do an interesting update that I thought I would share my thoughts on. Okay, so we have the Hall of Heroes and Rune Drop improvement. This is as of yesterday, December 23rd. Typically the reason why I don't really do update videos is because I'm always so busy, don't have time to actually do update videos before every other YouTuber already puts out their ideas about it. But I still realize that you guys care and sincerely wonder about what I say, and it just touches my little heart. And it touches me in other places that you probably don't want to know about. Just kidding. Okay, so Hall of Heroes and Rune Drop improvement. Greetings from CompTwist. Today we'd like to share with you some information about Hall of Heroes and Rune Drop improvements. So blah blah blah, whatever. This is okay. So this is the HoH improvements. Okay, the total number of floors of the Hall of Heroes will be changed from 3 floors to 10 floors, and the difficulty of the Hall of Heroes will increase as the player reaches higher level floors. So in my opinion, I feel like this is going to be more of like a secret dungeon now, where it's 10 floors long, but you're getting rewards after each floor, and I feel like there's a maximum amount of how many monsters you can actually farm, so you can't farm a million of one monster anymore. You can only get a set amount of pieces from it. So a total of 250 summoning pieces when you clear all 10 floors. So yeah, it says right there, there's 5 possible monsters you can get from it. I do like it though, because it helps the like the more casual players, the more free-to-play players, the newer players as well, kind of not fall so much farther behind. Because if you have a person that can farm 20 of these things, or even more, I've seen people farm just insane numbers of these HoH monsters. This is gonna help kind of combat that. Okay, for those few people that do farm a lot, you're gonna be kind of cut back, but at the same time everybody else is gonna be able to get the exact same amount. They're gonna be able to get it easier, and then the only thing that's different is that if you can't get past a certain floor, then it's more skill based, I guess, instead of like farmable dungeon running repetitive BS that we don't like. Now this is required 10 energy every time you make a floor. 25 pieces will be available as a clear reward for all 10 floors. You may not re-enter the floor you already cleared. Others will remain the same as the existing Hall of Heroes. Please refer to the following chart for the summary above. So 25, 25, 25, all the way up until 250, which you get at the very end. Okay. Consumed energy 100, crystals total 50, acquired summoning pieces 250, and you can't do a floor after you already do it. Okay. What we were most concerned about regarding the Hall of Heroes improvement was that there's a limit to the number of total summoning pieces the player can acquire. Therefore, we had to test the content multiple times. Okay, thanks for testing. Appreciate that. But let's talk about the fun stuff. So this is HoH. Basically, we already went over everything. There's not really too much else. It's just avoiding the repetitive gameplay like this right here. Repetitive gameplay. Okay. The rune drops, I am very, very happy about. It is something that we have been talking about for a very long time, and they finally are going to update it to something more worthwhile. Okay, so now with all of the other things that they have added into the game recently, with the extra raids and the rune fusing and all that stuff that came along with the homunculus update, it really made it hard to farm runes, where you would just farm forever and you would get the fusion pieces, or the rune fuse pieces, and with more runes in the game, with more types of things that can be dropped from the dungeons, it makes your chance of getting a usable rune a lot less, especially with the amount of 4-star runes that have been dropping previously. So for the rune drops though, in the scenarios, you are going to get a chance to get more higher end runes. So that means when we're farming and leveling up monsters, that means more mana and easier obtainable runes for newer players that are coming out. Of course, that's what it says in here and all this useless crap. So again, if you don't want to read, I'm your man. I'm your man. I will not read it and interpret it for you based on the diagrams. Okay, now for Chaos Dungeon, I love this. They put a red X there. That means there's no longer going to be 4-star runes dropping from B10 dungeons. Okay, that is just the best news I have heard all year. It really is, because you don't know how many times. I'm sure you guys do know how many times you get a 4-star rune after your Chaos Dungeon run, and it's just ridiculous. It's just not fun. It's like, okay, you run, especially with giants. Okay, others they're not as bad, but giants in particular seems to be super 4-star rune, blue rune, horrible, just horrible drop rates. But this one now, you're only gonna get 5 to 6-star runes when you farm the B10 dungeon. So this makes it even more important now, if you're a new player into the game, to actually make sure that you are building up your B10 teams. Not your B9, not your B8, not your B7. Of course, if you can't do those yet, you know, it's still a progression, but making sure that you build your B10 teams before starting into any other aspect of the game, because it's just going to help you progress so much quicker, so much faster. You guys will really benefit from it, I promise you, 100%. Okay, now I know a lot of people have been wondering, oh, like what rank do you get Clay and things like that. So just to give you guys an idea of where this information is coming from, my best score is rank 3, previous rank 40. 40 was, I didn't use all my wings, I just kind of went casual. So that is that. Is there anything else that we want to go over in the HoH Rune improvement? No. I'm just super pumped about it, guys, and I hope you guys are as well. It's gonna make your life so much easier. So make sure you're getting those GB10, DB10, MB10 teams built up as soon as possible if you haven't already. If you guys want help with them, please refer to some of my other videos. I've made a few other videos in regards to that, but you can also leave a like and comment in the description below, and I will try to. I've been trying to comment more, as you guys can tell in my previous videos, but I'm trying to comment more. So let me know what you guys think. As always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.